Hello everybody, it's me, Raze, and today, we're going to be starting a very special journey. One that I've been waiting for the past year and a half. Yes, today we're going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles, Future Connected. If you don't know, I am a huge Xenoblade Chronicles fan. I played the original back in 2015, so around 5 years after it was released in North America. And I instantly loved it. I probably played through that game, I don't know, a dozen times. I adore that game so much. And then around E3 of 2019, Nintendo revealed that they were releasing a Xenoblade Chronicles remake, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. But alongside that, included would be a completely new epilogue story, Future Connected. And I have been playing through the original story, but I didn't think it'd be very fun to let's play that since I played through the game so many times on my own, and I just kind of know everything. But this, I have never played before, and I've tried to avoid spoilers as best I can. There's been a few things I've been spoiled for, but not anything too huge, I think. But I thought it'd be fun to let's play this completely blind. And so, that's what we're going to be doing today. So, before I get into it, I just want to say that I'm just super excited for this. I have been waiting for this for so long, and I'm so happy they remade this game, and now there's a new story to follow along. Anyway, I'm just letting you know, this takes place after the main game, so if you have not seen the original Xenoblade Chronicles, you need to watch it, or at least play it, or at least find a Let's Play it on YouTube. I'll give you a shout out to someone named Chugga Conroy. He made an amazing Let's Play of this game, and that's actually how I found out about the Xenoblade Chronicles, the original game. So go watch him, or play the game for yourself, because it is that good. Anyway, once you've done that, come back here, and we'll begin this journey. So, starting now, Xenoblade Chronicles, Future Connected. And I will not try to talk during any cutscenes. There might be a few times I might blurt out something, but I'll try not to talk.
That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemar.
All right, I'm on my way.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bon, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
So Melvis and this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. They must be, yeah, tutorials. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, there's some Nopon in trouble, and we have to go save them. So, as we're starting off here, this already we can't even get any time to explore the new area, we instantly have to help these guys. That kind of sucks, but we'll do it, because they were very cool looking, and I want them on my team. Grab that item orb. And they're just over here. Let's go and save these Nopon.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah.
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk. Help very welcome. More is always merrier.
We must prepare for battle. Alright, as we're getting into this fight, there's some things I want to explain right before how the combat works in case you haven't watched the original, if you haven't played or watched anyone do the original story. If you're stubborn like that. So I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna get these new people in the party. I'm gonna play as Shulk for a little bit because he's basically he's kind of the main character, so it'd be pretty easy to show off the mechanics with him. So the way the combat works in this game is you have auto attacks that go off as long as you're in the range of the enemy. And then you have these other 8 abilities on the side of this thing down here called the battle palette. These are called arts. When you use them, they you know, attack, deal special effects, and all special kinds of things. And this is basically how you're gonna deal a lot of damage. Just like how in other RPGs you have skills and attacks, stuff like that's basically these. We'll get into more combat mechanics as they come around, but yeah, I thought I should just explain that. You know, let's end this with... Oh, never mind.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What? Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionis Shoulder.
So,
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in then. I appreciate it. But even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino, may be better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watch Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dadapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way, can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dadapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. It's not fault of Sister Pon. He's not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dadapon and Mamapon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
Is truth. One day, out of blue, Dadapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon. That day, nobody make comments. Everyone except Kino. Kino, more happy they could say. That why. That way want to become Heropon and repay debt to family. Kino really sorry.
Kino. You do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kino must. You really twist wing. But fine, we're allowed to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Volcano! It all started here! Mehey!
Kino is my new favorite character. It's confirmed. He's my new favorite. Not only because of how touching that scene was, but also, he wields a gun on a stick. Look at that. He wields a gun on a stick. Anyway, I think it's time that we get moving on towards that cape. But also, I want to do a little bit of exploring before we do that, because... I mean, oh, okay, that thing's high level. Because this game is just... oh god. No! Get away! Ah! Leave me alone! Stop chasing me! Okay, left me alone. So yeah, there's, this is an RPG, of course, so there's, of course, like, levels and everything. And that enemy was level 64, and it had a yellow portrait. Basically, the colors mean how tough the fight, like, how tough the enemy is. As you can see, this, Cruz Pagul here has, like, a brown portrait, and he's level 61. So, it's on par. It's kind of the same level as us, so it'll be it won't be easy, but it won't be a tough fight. It'll be pretty balanced, really. If an opponent has a blue portrait, it means it'll be easy. A black portrait means it'll be super easy. A yellow portrait means it'll be tough. And a red portrait means it'll be super tough. So we should probably try to stay away from enemies that have yellow and red portraits. Just gonna say. But yeah, this is my first time ever even seeing the shoulder. If you didn't know, in the original Xenoblade Chronicles, there used to be this area called the Bionis Shoulder, which was supposed to be in the final game, but wasn't. And basically, you could only get to it if you're, like, a really good, if you knew how to hack the game's disk and find a way to it. So I've never been able to explore this area, but now that it's, like, officially in the game, it's honestly surreal seeing this and being able to explore it. Anyway, got a Magna Elks there. So as you can see, I'm just kind of exploring and I'm grabbing these blue, glowing orb things on the ground. These are called, oh, I should probably explain this too. So, do you see how on the right, some enemies will have this, like that leg garden over there, it has that eye symbol and those 3 ... That basically means that if the enemy sees you, it'll engage you and try to fight you. But these Magna Elks don't have anything like that. That means they're passive and they'll only attack you if you attack them. Anyway, back to these blue item orbs. Well, that's what they're called, yes, item orbs. They have these items in them, and you can basically use them for quests, you can use them for trading, for selling, to get money, but also, you can use them in this thing called the Collectopedia. Basically, if you get a certain amount of, if you get an item, you can put it in here in the Collectopedia. It only takes one of them. And if you fill out a row of items, then you get an item. It can be a material, it could be a piece of equipment, a weapon, it could be all sorts of stuff. If you complete another row, you get another item, another row item, and then if you complete all of the rows, So you'll get 4 items from this, it looks like, and then if you complete every single thing, then you'll get a 5th really good item. So anytime you see an item orb, as long as it's like in your way, you should grab them, just because they can be very helpful. And oh, okay. Also, you see how that enemy has like those really cool patterns, I guess, on the sides of the enemy tag? That basically means it's a unique monster. Unique monsters tend to give you really powerful equipment and other cool stuff if you defeat it, but as you can see, that one's kind of high level, and we're probably not fit to take it on right now. Anyway, we're just going to keep exploring this way. Also, I hope you guys actually watched those cutscenes. I know it was very cutscene heavy, but they're honestly really good cutscenes, and they're very important to the story, so I really hope you did watch them. And just to let you know, we're probably not going to be doing any more fighting in this episode, besides those wolves at the beginning that we had to fight, just because I mainly want to get the world settled in with the story and us exploring the area and, you know, doing all that. But anyway, we're almost to the cape that Shulk wanted to explore, so I say we just head on in. It's taking a very long time to get here, holy crap. Companion's Cape.
Many bird people here.
Are there really only high-end tier living here?
Oh there, strangers.
Ah, hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost. Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this mean we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling. Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So kind, Sir Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, we really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah yes, I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool if ever there was one. To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter. The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High-Entier in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then.
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Gelgar is good friend! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ. If it not displease my ladyship too grossly, may I offer you my companionship on your journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Gelgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie below this point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away?
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See you friend later. Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Okay, I like Kino and Nene, but I have to disagree on calling that guy a good friend. He clearly is. I don't want to spoil anything, and I hope I swear I don't know any of the story, but he's gonna be evil, and you just know it. The way he was talking, the way the music was playing, heck, he was wearing purple, like that dark purple clothing. You can't have that character just stand out so much, and people aren't gonna think he's gonna be evil. He's clearly evil. I'm sorry. But anyway, I think we're gonna leave this episode here, and next time, we'll probably see what this is and talk to some people and explore a little bit more of the shoulder and see what we have to do next. So I guess I'll see you next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Bye!